Okay, we proceed now to the fifth justifying circumstance found under the revised penal code, which is fulfillment of duty. Any person who acts in the fulfillment of a duty or in the lawful exercise of a right or office is justified from the crime committed. Okay, anong elements? First, the accused acted in the performance of a duty or in the lawful exercise of a right or office, obviously. And second, the injury caused or offense committed be the necessary consequence of the due performance of duty. It is the consequence of the performance of duty. It is a natural result sang pag-perform sang iya nga duty or lawful exercise of such right of office or office. How do we illustrate that? A escaped jail while serving his sentence. Nakapalagyo siya. He was already convicted. Kaya ginaserve niya na iya nga sentence. Nakapriso na siya. Nakapalagyo siya. X, a police officer, saw him. After nalagyo, nakita siya sa pulis sa sagwa. And armed with a baton, kuhaan ng pulis ng iya baton, kaya ginhambalan niya si A nga mag-surrender. Si A then took out his gun and shot X, but missed. Si A tiroho niya si X, pero wala ay natiro si X. A then ran away, and while he was running, X shot him in the shoulder. So, in this case, was a crime of physical injuries committed? No. Why? When A ran away and X shot him, X was performing his duty, which is what? What was his duty? It is his duty as a police officer to detain somebody who escaped. Okay, so since X, the police officer, was lawfully doing or his duty, he was in performance of his duty. Then, therefore, his act was only necessary. But again, his act of shooting A in the shoulder purposely was reasonable. It was not um, over or it was not exceeding the means that was required in order to prevent A from escaping. Which is why if uh, there was violence that was unnecessary, there was unnecessary force or wanton violence, then you cannot claim fulfillment of duty. For example, shooting a thief who refused to be arrested. If the thief was unarmed, and simply refused to come with you, wala man siya armas, wala man siya threat na ginahatag sa kabuhi mo, and you shot him, then you are not justified in doing so. Why? It is not considered as a fulfillment of your duty because you used unnecessary force or wanton violence. You, as an officer, for example, in the future, may use force as long as it is not unnecessary or uncalled for. Dapat kabalo ka mo mag-assess ng situation if force is necessary, if kinanglan bala ang violence or not in order to fulfill your duties. The sixth justifying circumstance is obedience to an order issued for some lawful purpose. Any person who acts in obedience to an order issued by a superior for some lawful purpose. Tandaan, lawful purpose. Elements. An order has been issued by a superior. May superior ka nga naghatag ng order sa imo. Second, the said order must be for some lawful purpose. Dapat ang order is legal. Dapat balaan mo nga legal. Karon kung balaan mo nga illegal, masulod siya bala direct? Hindi. Third, the means used by the subordinate meaning ikaw nga nadalom ang rangko sa imo superior, to carry out the order must also be lawful. Dapat ang gigamit mo nga pamaagi para ma-carry out ang order nga ginhatag sa imo superior must be also lawful or legal. Okay? So may order nga ginhatag ang superior, ang order is legal, ang pamaagi nga gingamit sa subordinate o kung sang ginsugo sa superior to carry out the order must also be legal or lawful. Example, the court ordered that a convict be executed. But this was way back when death penalty was allowed. So it is a Supreme Court case. This is just an example, ha? the court ordered that a convict be executed. And so X, an executioner, put him to rest or killed him. Okay? It was a court order, and then X is whose job was an executioner was only doing his job by following an order that was given to him by the court. Therefore, it was legal. Therefore, he is not liable for murder. But if the executioner put him to death a day earlier than the date fixed by the court, which actually happened, he did not act in pursuance to a lawful order. Why? Because he did so a day before the date fixed by the court. Therefore, he is guilty of murder. So again, order must be legal. Ang means nga giobra mo to follow the order must be also legal or lawful. One who prepared a falsified document fully knowing it was falsified, even if he was just ordered by his superior, is guilty because he was following an order which was not lawful. Okay? So, pag unlawful ang sugo, pag ikaw gisunod mo, bisan balaan mo nga unlawful, then therefore, you are liable. You are not eligible for a justifying circumstance of obedience to an order issued for some lawful purpose because in the first place, the order was not lawful. So, those are the 6 justifying circumstances found under the revised penal code. Please forgive the typo in this layout. 6 justifying circumstances found under the revised penal code. Again, self-defense. Second, defense of relatives. Third, defense of a stranger. Fourth, state of necessity. Fifth, performance of duty. Sixth, obedience to an order issued for some lawful purpose. Is that all? No, there's one more. There's one more justifying circumstance, and this is a landmark case. This is one of the innovations that was brought about by the RA 9262. And what is that justifying circumstance? It is the battered woman syndrome. The battered woman syndrome is a justifying circumstance which is not present in Article 11 of the Revised Penal Code but is found under RA 9262 or the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act. That is the so-called battered woman syndrome. What is battered woman syndrome, or in short, BWS? BWS refers to a scientifically defined pattern of psychological and behavioral symptoms found in women living in battering relationships as a result of cumulative abuse. Ang syndrome nga ni makita mo lang sa mga babayi nga naga-star o nagatinir sa isa ka relationship nga may pag-aabuso. So because ginaabuso sila sa ilang nga mga partners, they develop psychological symptoms which leads to them committing the crime. Okay? Under Section 26 of RA 9262, it is provided that victim survivors who are found by the court to be suffering from battered woman syndrome do not incur any criminal and civil liability, notwithstanding the absence of any of the elements of justifying circumstances of self-defense. What does it mean? Notwithstanding the absence of any of the elements for justifying circumstances, hindi kinanglan nga may unlawful aggression. Okay? Hindi kinunglan na may unlawful aggression. It is sufficient that you are already suffering from the battered woman syndrome when the crime or the acts that could have constituted a crime were committed. In the determination of the state of mind of the woman who was suffering from battered woman syndrome, we need to look at the state of mind. Why? Kaya this psychological disorder siya gani, di ba? So, in the determination of the state of mind of the woman who was suffering from battered woman syndrome at the time of the commission of the crime, the courts shall be assisted by expert psychiatrists or psychologists. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we will now discuss the landmark case of People versus Marivic Hinosa, which was decided in 2004, and this case paved the way for the introduction of battered woman syndrome as a justifying circumstance under RA 9262. What happened dili kay Marivic Hinosa? She actually died June 2022, very recently. Si Marivic Hinosa was a wife who was always battered or medyo ginabalda sa iya nga bana. Until one day, so nagpuli nga hubog ang bana. Si Marivic, ginpalday na naman liwat, tapos siya, nagsaylo siya sa piyak na room. Lagyo siya sa iyabana. Pagabot sa piyak nga room, nagsulod liwat ang iyabana, dito yung naging patay iyabana. Now, if because during this time we do not yet recognize no battered woman syndrome. If it was done in such a time, dapat may unlawful aggression. What would have been wrong in this case? Hindi maka-apply self-defense. Why? Because at that time, wala unlawful aggression, di ba? Silo siya sa piyak na room. But now, because we recognize the battered woman syndrome, it does not matter if the unlawful aggression was not imminent, if hindi siya immediately nga may threat sa kabuhi mo. It only matters na ikaw sobra ka na kaabusado that it has led you to commit the crime. Okay? But the court says, we still need to prove this by evidence. Evidence must still be considered uh, in order to determine if tuod man niya may battered woman syndrome, which is why may mga psychiatrists, di ba, nga required to prove that. Dapat, ang kanta po kay Marivic Hinosa, wala yan na-prove na na-afflict siya sa battered woman syndrome. Wala yan na-prove ang 3 phases sa cycle of violence, which is what? The battered woman syndrome is characterized by the so-called cycle of violence. In every abusive relationship, there is considered a cycle of violence, which is composed of 3 phases. What? Tension building phase. Nagkaka-tension na ang lovers. Second, acute battering incident, which is nag-start na panakit ang isa sa ila. By the way, when we speak of RA 9262, ang victim is babae, pero hindi required nga ang perpetrator is lalaki. Okay? So, even ang mga babae in lesbian relationships can still claim being battered women against their lesbian lover. Why? Because RA 9262 punishes any person who inflicts violence on a woman. So even if her partner is also a woman, then she is still liable to claim battered woman syndrome. Okay? She could still claim that she is a battered woman. Phase, tumatamat na 10. Second, acute battering incident, insakit ka na ka. And third, tranquil, loving, or at least non-violent phase. Gintake ya kaliwat, ginamo ya kaliwat. So, that is a cycle, liwat-liwat lang. May tension, may pananakit. Amoy na naman ka, ginkuha naman ka sa lambing ya, liwat-liwat, liwat-liwat. Until you develop a psychological disorder. Okay? Tension building, acute explosion, and honeymoon. So again, these are the 6 justifying circumstances found under the revised penal code: self-defense, defense of relatives, defense of a stranger, state of necessity, performance of duty, obedience to an order issued for some lawful purpose, and a 7th one, which is found in the RA 9262. These are justifying circumstances which, if ara present sa kaso, would prevent the accused from having criminal liability. Hindi siya ma-priso, wala siya sa labton sa batas, basta he acted within the set of facts na may ara sang justifying circumstance.